Most people think you need hundreds of thousands of followers to make money online. But did you know that most brands, even ones with a big following, often struggle to make money? Well, this is because most personal branding advice teaches you to focus on making money in a way that will never make money. In contrast, just last year, I built 6 different income streams with my personal brand that made over 6 figures. And I did it with less than 5,000 Instagram followers. And so that's why in this video, I'll be ranking my 6 different income streams so that you can learn how to build a personal brand that actually makes money. Starting with my first income stream, which is the one that many people focus on, but it's honestly one of the main reasons why they aren't making any money. So before, when I saw YouTubers with over 100,000 subscribers, I thought they had made it and that they were now rolling in the dough. But then I actually met some creators who had 100,000 subscribers, and they were barely making $5,000 a month. And this is because many personal brands only focus on making money through YouTube ads, which is my first type of income stream. Now, I monetized my YouTube channel back in 2025, and the average that I make from YouTube ads is only about $500 to $1,000 a month, which is not nearly enough to live off of. So the amount of money that you make through YouTube ads is based on 3 different things: views, watch time, and CPM, also known as cost per mil. This is essentially how much advertisers will pay per 1,000 ad views. Now, the personal finance niche, which is what my first channel was about, literally has one of the highest CPMs. And I still wasn't making that much money. And this is why some YouTubers, even with over 100,000 subscribers, are still struggling to make money because they're only focused on YouTube ads. And this is why I'll rank YouTube ads as bronze, because it's literally the worst type of income. You know, it takes a lot of time and energy to make just one YouTube video. And so if your only way of monetizing is through YouTube ads, you're not getting paid enough. Now, my second source of income is one of my biggest income streams, and it's one of the main reasons why I hit my first 6 figures back in 2025. So in university, I studied accounting and finance, and so I was always pretty good at managing, saving, and investing my own money. But then I realized that some of my friends and family members were struggling with their finances, and so I offered to help them. And once I realized how their lives literally completely changed, I was like, okay, maybe people would pay for this. And that was the start of my financial coaching business. And so in 2025, just through private one-on-one coaching, this is how I scaled my business past 6 figures. And so this leads me to my second source of income, which is through private coaching, consulting, or freelancing. I absolutely love this income stream because it's the easiest and fastest one to build. All you need is a skill and expertise that can solve a problem that people have. This could be to teach English to non-English speakers, or build websites for small business owners, or really anything. Now, one of the main benefits of private coaching, consulting, or freelancing is that because it's very high touch, you're able to charge very high prices. You can charge anywhere from $2,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 per client. And so if you're trying to hit your first 6 figures, all you need is 2 clients at $5,000 a month. Now, the cons of this income stream is that there's a cap. There's only so much time in a day and so much clients that you can work with. And so that's the reason why I'll rank this income stream at silver. Now, if you're trying to find the fastest way to monetize your personal brand, I highly recommend focusing on this income stream. This is because it's the easiest and the fastest way to start making money online. And so if you want to learn how to do this, but you just don't know where to start, then get access to my personal branding assessment. This is an online quiz that'll tell you exactly what you need to do to hit your first 6 figures. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. My third income stream is probably my least favorite way of making money online. But like me, most people don't realize it until they actually start making money this way. So before, I would aspire to be an influencer. I would dream about traveling around the world, promoting products that I love. Then in 2025, when my YouTube channel passed 10,000 subscribers, brands started reaching out to ask me to promote their products for them. And so my dream came true. I actually got to become an influencer, which created my third income stream, brand deals. Now, there are 3 main types of brand deals. The first being a dedicated video. This is where you create a full video for that brand. Number 2 is an integration. This is where you create a 60 to 90 minute video for the brand, and you have it in the middle of your long form video. And the third type is through affiliate programs. This is where if someone signs up or buys a product using your referral code, you get a commission. Now, at first I was really excited because I'm like, wow, I'm an influencer now, yay. But what most influencers tell you is that brand deals is actually a lot of work. You have to be in constant communication with the brand, where once you create a piece of content for them, the brand will give you feedback on it, and then you have to make multiple revisions on it. Then I realized, wait, I could just sell one high-ticket private coaching program, which would be less work and more money than working with this brand. And this is why I rank brand deals as bronze, because it actually made me lose money because I was focused on growing their business versus my own. Okay, and so my fourth income stream is probably my most favorite way of making money because it requires the least amount of work. So for the first few years of my business, all the money that I made was from private coaching. Now, although it made a lot of money, what I didn't like is that I was always trading time for money. If I got sick or I was traveling and I couldn't work, I didn't make any money. And so that's the reason why I decided to create an income stream where I could make money even when I'm not working. And that's when I created my fourth income stream, online courses. Then one morning I woke up and checked my phone and I had a few $1,000s literally sitting in my bank account from course sales. That's when I realized, oh, so this is what passive income feels like. And so the reason why this is one of my most favorite income streams is because it's so simple. You spend some upfront time to create this course, and then it keeps selling on its own. Now, if you're planning to build your own online course through your personal brand, here are some tips. The first thing is you want to make sure that you solve a very specific problem. You don't want to sell a course that's really broad, like lose weight or something like that. You want to be very specific, learn how to do a headstand or something like that. Another great way to use online courses is to use it as an entry point to your higher ticket programs. Because courses aren't very high touch, you can only charge typically under $1,000 for your online course. And so what you want to do is that you want to sell, let's say, a $100 course and use that as a way for people to get to know you and to see how amazing it is to work with you. Then use that course to upsell to your higher ticket private coaching or consulting program. Now, when it comes to ranking this income stream, I'll be honest with you, selling courses has becoming increasingly more difficult. With the rise of AI and access to endless amounts of information, people are getting more skeptical before they invest in an online course. Also, selling an online course isn't as simple as just throwing up a link and hoping people buy. You have to have a marketing system behind that course so that it can sell it for you automatically. And so because of this, I'm going to rate online courses and digital products as gold. It's not perfect, but if you learn how to create this income stream, you'll be able to start making money in your sleep. Now for my fifth income stream, a few years ago, if you had told me I was making money this way, I would not have believed you. So here's something that you may not know about me. I'm actually really introverted. Growing up, I was really shy and I was horrible at public speaking. But the thing is, when I started my personal brand, I was forced to put myself out there and start creating content online. At first, I was horrible, but then I kept doing it. And I actually got pretty good at it. I was so good that I even got invited to do a TED Talk, attend North America's largest speaking competition, and last year even got asked to speak at a conference in Japan. Which leads me to my fifth income stream, speaking. Now, I'll be honest with you, in 2025, I made under $10,000 from speaking. But here's the thing, for me, at least for now, speaking isn't about making money. Speaking on stage gives you so much credibility when building your personal brand. But more importantly, when you have the confidence to get on stage to speak to hundreds or even thousands of people, you truly feel like you can do anything. So in terms of the ranking, I'll rank speaking as bronze because it's still very difficult to monetize, especially when you're just getting started with your personal brand. But this is something that I definitely want to do more of in the future. Okay, and so my sixth income stream is one that I've recently built, and it's going to be my main income stream moving forward. So as you know, for many years, I was only doing private coaching. And it eventually got to a point where I was fully booked. I was working with over 20 private clients at a time, and I literally didn't have time for anything else. And that's the reason why I decided to convert my private coaching program into a group coaching program, which is my sixth income stream. So now instead of having 20 private one-on-one clients and spending 20 hours per week meeting with each of those clients, I just have to host a group call for only 2 to 3 hours a week. And this saved me so much time and money. And this is the reason why, moving forward, this is going to be my main source of income. Now, because group coaching and consulting is still relatively high touch, you're still able to charge high ticket prices and work with a lot of people. And that's the reason why it's one of the most scalable business models out there. And so because of this, I'll rank group coaching and consulting at God tier. Now, if you want to build a profitable personal brand, but you just don't know where you should be focused on, then apply to get a free personal branding audit with me. This is where I'll tell you exactly what's not working and how you could scale your business to 6 figures and beyond. I'll leave a link to the application form in the description below. And so these are my 6 income streams that I've built through my personal brand. Now, if you just take one thing away from this video, Remember, don't try to build all 6 income streams all at once. Instead, focus on the simplest and easiest way to make money online. And for most people, this is going to be coaching, consulting, and freelancing, because all you need is a skill that can solve people's problems. Then once you build this income stream past 6 figures, this is when you can diversify and start creating more scalable income streams. Start simple, start making money, and scale later. But what actually makes an iconic personal brand? One that stands the test of time versus one that's a passing trend? Well, if you want to find out, then watch this video next, where I break down the 6 principles that you need to have to build an iconic personal brand that, of course, makes a lot of money.